Welcome to the channel. We're coming to you covering some Bitcoin. Update in the overall market on Bitcoin. We're going to get through the intro and we're going to get right into Bitcoin. Enjoy. Let's go. How's everybody out there this morning doing? Coming to you early at 6:38 a.m. in the morning. We've had a little pullback on Bitcoin. We worked our way all the way up to 71,000, somewhere around that area, and Trump come out with a tweet or post on Truth Social, and bam, we come tumbling down. Bitcoin set at $68,644 down on this new day. It's been 10 hours and 40 minutes in the new day. Down 0.43%. And I wanted to bring this to your attention. It's almost like we've forming a big head and shoulders here. We got the shoulder, head, and the shoulder. So what that mean when you got head and shoulders? We coming down. Wanted to show you this too right here. You know, we had this W pattern over here. You could say we had W patterns right here. We went up and then we come back down and then we shot up. We came back down to retested this area over here, and then we shot on up over here, right on up to 76,000. So we had W patterns everywhere. You had this one right here, right alongside this one right here. You even made a small one right here, and then run up. It was W patterns everywhere. I mean, you got them right here, running up. And I want to bring to your attention, well, that W pattern is turned upside down now. Look, we got an M pattern. So we headed down. I just want to bring that to your attention. A lot of people don't like to go by patterns or trend lines, but it does. It tells you, you get to watching this market a lot. You get to understanding more and more as you go along. And where may we be headed? I want to bring that to your attention. Let me take off this. We'll do a little at a time. I'm gonna take off. I wanted to bring you to. We're gonna cover the V webs right now. We, as you can see right here, we were headed up to the 90-day V web. Got to the top of the channel, got a rejection, and we come down. Fell through the 7-day. We came down here, and as you can see, we turned this W pattern upside down. We tested the 30-day, it held, we went back up, and we fell below it now. And we've tried to get back above the 30-day, and we're losing. And that's we gotta, it's very bearish right now in the market on Bitcoin. And Bitcoin being bearish is overall bearish for the whole crypto market. So we can't get back above the 30. Get the 30-day VWeb sits at 69,136. Our price is at $68,619. So we hit it down, and that's I wanted to show you that, and we'll get back over to our support and resistance levels. Give you a better understanding of where we headed. So on the resistance levels, this is the area of resistance right here where we tried to get back above the 30-day VWAB, got rejected. So we're sitting at the bottom of the fib. The fib runs a 10 line. Well, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. We got 7 fib lines from 1 down to 0. Well, we've failed every one of them. Now we're sitting below the 0. The 0 sets at $68,772. Well, we're sitting below that, and it looks like it came down. It bounced off of that 0. That $68,772. Wick down below it, but on a green candle, we came back up above it. Well, we got a rejection. We hit it below it, and it seems like it's having a hard time getting back above that 0 on the fib retracement. So, like I say, we got a very bearish market. Uncertainty in on the Iran war. Don't know what's going to happen next. That's just the way it is. So look for us to come back to the bottom of this head and shoulder at the 382. We're looking to come down to $66,003.35. Looking to come down, and we're going to probably wick right in this area right here. And then we're going to see if we can get a reverse here, but I don't think really the way it's going, by the time we get down here, probably we're going to be at the 48-hour mark with what Trump's post said, fear in the market, people's pulling out. We could see lower levels right here, down here. Let me get this, okay. Back down here around 62, 63,000, 63, down to 62.5. But that's more than likely where we're headed. We're going to come down, probably test this area right here to see if we can maybe get a bounce. I'm looking for us to get a bounce off this support line right here. We come down, we maybe get a bounce, get a rejection, and then come on down here, and then consolidate down here, and then we'll know more about the market then. But I don't see the market weak as it is. I just don't see the market doing a rebound. We are in a bearish market, people, and I wanted to bring that to your attention. Every time we get these relief rallies, you're going to hear people say, oh, we found the bottom. You ain't found the bottom yet. I just want to bring that to your attention. Be careful who you listen to out there. When you hear a content creator or on X posting bear market bottom, we rallying back up, Bitcoin's found its bottom, we're going back up in a bull, it don't happen like that. Bitcoin has not found its bottom. It's going much lower, 32,000, and you hear it right here on the channel. So we're going to 32,000. We got about 30,000, a little over 30,000 more to go. And as the days go on, you'll see that as it continues. Right now, we on the up. We did a reversal. As you can see, we did a reversal on a. We had been coming down, and this to me is nothing more than a relief rally from out of the drop. And then to me, I call it this right here a bear flag. Some people may say I'm wrong, but I call this rally right here just it's a relief rally in a bear market, and all it is performing. It's trying to get higher, and once it does what it can do, Bitcoin, it's going to come down further. So, like I say, on the 4-hour chart, this gives you. We don't day trade here. This gives you a little bit an outlook on the next day or two, next couple of days. So we had all these W patterns over here while we was pushing up, but this is kind of reversed now. So look to come down, do maybe maybe a triple M, and then come right on down, and then consolidate right here, and then we can see where we're going to go from there. All depends on the fundamentals on the market. You see XRP's pulling back. It's got somewhat the same design as Bitcoin. You got this right here, and now it's like it's giving you the middle finger, and look back here, same thing. We had these W patterns. You got it right here. You got it. You had them all over the place, and you see this W pattern. I mean, it's just even right here. You had it right here, and then it shot on up, and you had all them W patterns right there. Well, when you start seeing that, we're gonna rally up. We're going. You had one right here, not a perfect W, but it was a W. They were just all over the place. So now we have come out and we have formed these head and shoulders right here. Push up. We rally now. We're coming down, consolidating where we hit these back over here. Where we was at over here, this is what we done. Right over here, we've come over here now. And we done this right over here. So a little different over here on the left shoulder than the right shoulder. Just wanted to bring that to your attention. Let's see. Let me bring up the monthly. I want to show you this, also cover this for you too. But I might be wrong, but I do believe we're going to close the month out a little green. Maybe not with what we got going on with Trump. That might be putting us in a red month again. But let me see. I want to show you something else. Let's look at the MACD on the monthly chart. I want to bring this to your attention. Like we crossed over down here, you don't see nothing on this MACD turning upward, moving at all. It's still coming down in a downward trend. And I wanted to bring this to your attention. Oh, we got further to go, people. We got further to go. We got further to go. This is going to drop right on down here into the red. Right on down here, this red's going to come all the way down this trend line. And before we even see a reversal, want to show you this also. You see, we're looking for MACD to come down to. You can look for this MACD to come down. What in the world? Our MACD to come down somewhere, come down here before turning back up, going back up. I didn't want that. Lost it. I'm back. Let me load this up. Now we got it. Give you a better understanding of it. Let me see something. There we go. So look for this. What in the world, man? Look for this to come down here before going back up on this MACD. But we hit it straight. We still coming straight down, y'all. And we got to go right here on this MACD right here. We're going to come all the way. We're coming down here before we get back up. So we got much more dropping on the market, and people don't believe that. But I'm here to tell you we do. I'm not bringing you negativity. I'm just coming to you with the truth. That's a pretty good ways to keep going. If you look at this ratio right here, up here, here we go again. You look at this right here, look at where we at right there. That's about 50% of where we at. That's a little shy of 50% from where we at right now, where we dropped on this MACD. Just being straight up honest with you. So, I did want to bring that to your attention. Let's get back on the 4-hour. But, I mean, this is accumulation phase. This is when we get in your favorite cryptos, whether it be XRP, Canton Network, SUI. I got some videos out there if you want to check them out. I got one on SUI. I think it's going to probably outperform all in the market. I may be wrong, but I think SUI in the next cycle up is going to be what Zcash did in this cycle. Follow the money. You'll follow the money. You'll win every time, and that's what I've done. Zcash sitting at $217. But and another thing I want to bring to you about this Clarity Act. Everybody hollering Clarity Act, Clarity Act. I'm going to give you news, a heads up right now. When that Clarity Act gets passed, this market ain't going to rally. Don't fall for that. Don't fall for the narrative that the Clarity Act's going. If anything, it's going to hurt the crypto market worse once they find out what. You got Coinbase that's the only one fighting against these crypto laws. And if they don't do something about these taxes on crypto, we all going to be hurting. It's going to push people out of the market because who wants to invest and take the risk on putting your money in the market when they want almost 50% of your capital gains on short-term capital gains? It should be tax-free, man. I'm coming to you straight up, honestly. It ought to be tax-free. We work hard for our money. We put it out there and put it at risk, and we deserve this money. Not the government. It's just the government trying each and every way to keep us down. Trying to keep us down. We tax when we work, we tax when we buy something, and you taxed over and over. You buy property, you buy a car, you're taxed every year on that property. When's enough enough? We are slaves to our own society. We are slaves. Modern day slavery is what the government has created out of us. They have created modern day slavery to every man and woman that goes out there and gets a job and tries to have something. So, yeah, they're going to adopt this digital currency for their own benefit. Nothing comes without a price. Nothing. Not nothing that we have or we do or they generate or they create that we have for it comes with a price. And we all sold to the highest bidder. Look that up. They don't even recognize us by our name. It's a number. We all recognize by a number, and that number's got a value on it. By whatever you do or whatever, how you make money, whatever your income, you are sold to the highest bidder. Look it up. Look it up. Search it out. It's bad the way it's terrible what we're going through, and it's going to be much worse for our children and our grandchildren. They don't want to have no tax on capital gains. Basically, having a crypto, because no tax on. You know how many people would leave the stock market and come to the crypto market, and all the stock gonna be tokenized. So everything's coming to the crypto market. There'll always be a stock market, but it ain't gonna be nothing like the crypto market. Once everything rolls over and all these stocks are, these real world assets is done, it's gonna be rolled over to like digital. All this is going digital. Everything. The world, well, the world's gonna stand long enough. One day it won't hardly be a stock market. It'll be all tokenized on a blockchain, and it'll be the crypto market, digital stock market, and the crypto market. Everything's going tokenized. Everything's going digital. The system's changing. And it just ain't gonna be one crypto that does it all. There's gonna be several that does it. So keeping that in mind, ain't gonna be no one crypto that's doing all this It's gonna be several. It ain't only XRP. It's gonna be different ones. Whatever companies choose to use. I do think XRP and Ripple end up doing a lot as time goes on, a very lot. But right now it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. In the beginning, if this would have happened very quickly, I would have said Ripple had a greater chance with XRP, but they've held it back so long that that's changed now too. So, it was their way of holding Ripple back so they could play catch up. That's all that was. So, not being negative or nothing, that's the reason you see Canton Network come out. And basically that's the banker's blockchain. So, shortly after you put it all together, they held Ripple down so long, XRP, with the lawsuit. And then, I can't remember exactly the time frame of Canton Network coming out, being launched, but somewhere during the time the lawsuit got dropped, here's Canton Network, or it was Canton Network, and then they dropped the lawsuit. And the bank, that's the largest bank in the United States. is behind this token. They're gonna use their stable coin on this Canton Network blockchain. So Bank of America is going to use their stable coin, whatever they go with. I haven't done. I've read it. I've covered it, but I can't remember the name of their stable coin. But they needed time, and if they need time for some, you could look for this. And I'm not being negative, but if you can look for something like if they need more time, the banks need more time. There's going to be another narrative to hold XRP and Ripple back. It's going to be something, I'm telling you. Watch what I'm telling you. So they've held them back trying to get their banking license. All this is in play. The banks said, well, this is happening whether we want it to or not. And it's going to be for their advantage. They still going to make money. They ain't going to lose no money. And just like Ripple, they ain't going to be doing this without getting paid for it. They all going to make money. So, and we all going to pay for it. They don't. They holding XRP. They don't want us to win either because we live in a society that don't want you where you don't gotta work or you make so much that you can retire. They don't want that. They want you to work till you die. So I'm just trying to put some bugs in your ear to think about. So Bitcoin's headed down, and Bitcoin does this every cycle. Every 4-year cycle, this is what Bitcoin does. They'll scream, we in the bottom till we get to the bottom, and then when we hit the bottom, they're going to say we're going much lower on Bitcoin. Bitcoin's going to 10,000, or Bitcoin's going back to nothing. It's going to zero. There's going to be some type of narrative out there when Bitcoin does pull back to 38,000, especially when it gets in the 40s, and then when it gets in the low 40s, you're going to hear them screaming, it's over with. Bitcoin, they done it every cycle. They do it every cycle. And it just brings in people looking. You'll have a major sell-off. Once it hits an area and once it hits a level, you're going to see a major drop because people are going to be like, it's over with. Content's going to be like, Bitcoin's done. We ain't coming back from this. It's over with. The crypto market is done. You watch. But that's when we're gonna buy. We're buying on the way down, y'all. This is where you make your money. So I wanted to update you here. I ain't gonna keep you here too much long. I've been about 30 minutes, but subscribe to the channel. Till the next time, God bless you.